So I had to do this all over again because you guys died on me. I'm in bed. If you can't tell, my hair's all wacky and crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna do a tag, and if you're subscribed to me, you could either do a video response or comment down below, or do one for yourself. Either way, I will give you guys the description down below if you guys want to do one yourself. So here we go. Do you daydream? Yes, I daydream a lot. Tons. Number 2. What was your last dream like? Oh my god. My last dream, it was last night, and right before I went to bed, I watched a video on YouTube of a tornado hitting Tuscaloosa. I think I said it right. And, Static Studios was in my dream. And we were watching the tornado together. It was really creepy. What was your first trip you took? Well, my technically first trip was when my mom was pregnant with me and she didn't know it. And she was back here for her brother's funeral. But I think my real trip was when I was back here when I came back here from Minnesota for Christmas in 1990. And we called that the Christmas from hell because it was cold, but yet we still moved here. I don't understand that. Number 4. Have you been in a car accident? And if yes, who were you with, and were you hurt? I've been in 2 car accidents, and they were both with my mom, and I was never hurt, luckily. Thank God. Do you prefer rainy or snowy winters? If you really know me, I prefer rainy winters because I grew up in Washington and it hardly snows, and when it does, it doesn't stay. Do you remember your favorite teacher? Sorry, I can't read because my eyes are a little blurry. I do remember my favorite teacher, and believe it or not, she went to high school with my aunt, and I have her as a friend on Facebook. And if she by chance watches this, my favorite teacher always will be Mrs. Belka. I call her Mrs. Belka even though I haven't been in grade school forever. She was my 2nd grade teacher, and her name is Beverly Belka, and she is just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful woman, and I love her to death. What is your middle name? Oh, do I have to say this? Okay, I'll give you a hint. If you go to Wikipedia and you type in Oprah Winfrey, you see her full name, and then you'll see my middle name, and it's spelled the same way. What size is your bed? The size of my bed is a full size. Are you an organ donor? If so, what made you become one? I am an organ donor, and I didn't become one until this last year when I renewed my ID. I became one after my neighbor was killed in a car accident, and he saved 20 lives. And at his funeral, it made me stop and think, I should become one. And I told his grandma, and his grandma nearly cried, and she hugged me to death, like non-stoply hug. And she thought that was so cool that I'm now an organ donor. Number 10. Who was the last person you talked to on the phone? I don't know. I think my brother on Sunday. Yeah, I called him on Easter. And he asked me if I died of Easter eggs, and I said, yeah, without you again, butthead. What time does your alarm clock go off, and do you get up right away or hit the snooze button? My alarm clock goes off at 6:45 in the morning, and I hit the snooze button. I'm not a morning person. What is your saddest memory? I think when my grandma died. When my grandma Ruth died, that hit me really hard. Do you still have your tonsils? No, I actually have them out. I had my tonsils taken out when I was 8 years old. Yeah, I was in the 2nd grade because it was during Christmas break, and I had them taken out, and my 2nd grade teacher, this is why I love her, she called me, and she's like, I hope you're going to be okay, because tomorrow you're going to get a visitor. And she showed up, and she gave me lots of stuff. She gave me a teddy bear and lots of puzzles and stuff. That's why I love my 2nd grade teacher. In the shower, what do you wash first? I wash my hair first. I don't know why. Most people wash their body first, but I wash my face or my hair first. Do you have any in-laws? And if yes, what are their names? I have 2. I have a sister-in-law, and she's married to my brother Don, and her name is Jamie. And then I have an ex-brother-in-law and a brother-in-law. My ex-brother-in-law that I've had since I was 2 years old, his name is Todd, or Jeffrey. And my brother-in-law now I have, his name is Dean. What? Oh my God. Okay, number 16. What would you hate knowing about your funeral? If it was on a if it was on a sunny day, a sunny Friday. If my funeral ends up being on a sunny Friday, skip it and wait until Monday and it's raining. What do you call your parents? Mom and Dad. I call my mom Cat. She doesn't care. And I call my dad D-Man sometimes. Do you like pickles? If so, what is your favorite kind of pickle? I hate pickles. I hate pickles with a passion. Except for I love pickled watermelon, and my mom makes these pickles that you make them out of Red Hots. I know it sounds really, really, really strange, but they taste like a maraschino cherry, and they're wonderful. Number 19. Have you gone to a strange wedding? Yes, I actually have been to a dog wedding. That was strange. Yeah. Number 20. Have you ever been in a wedding? No, I've never been in a wedding. Never have. Sad. And number 21. Lucky 21. What is the craziest thing you have ever done at a wedding? I think it was 5 years ago, and it was at my step-cousin's wedding. And it was just me, my step-cousin Melissa, and her husband Chad, and my parents were the only ones left of the wedding. And I said, Melissa, you forgot to throw the bouquet. And she's like, here. And she threw it to me, and I'm like, oh my God. And I basically spiked the frickin' bouquet down on the ground, and it was all broken to pieces. But I still have half of it, so anyway, like I've said, if you're one of my subscribers, you could either do a video response, do one yourself, do a comment, or whatever. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Sorry this was long and boring, but it was Tacky Tag Thursday. Talk to you guys later.